how to create a family tree. So usually you start out with your first name, and I'm just going to use initials to make it a little easier. And what we were taught to do is you branch up. If you have any siblings, you make dashes. So I have one brother, so I'm going to be making just one dash. My brother is only 12 years old, so he did not have any children, so I will not be extending from his name. And so from that, you build up, and then so I have my two parents, and then this is when you start branching out more. And so my mom, and my dad. And so she has multiple siblings, and so we're going to extend hers down. And so she has only brothers, and then she's the third child, so she has 4 siblings. And then so one of her brothers died, so a common thing to do on a family tree when someone dies is do a little D standing for deceased. And then so usually if you want to, this is one of the basic kind, you go off of them. So he was not able to reproduce. He did not have children. He did, and so when you branch down on him, you usually write the spouse's name on the line. And her name was Stacy, and then they had 2 children. And then he had more children, but he had 2 wives, so you will branch down separately. And then from his other wife, you'll branch down twice. And then, since you have all her siblings down, you're going to go to her parents. Her parents. And then you branch out again to give yourself more space. And then from that, you'll go on to their siblings, and this is grandpa, grandma. And then you'll go on to his siblings, which are unknown at this point. And then from your grandma, you'll go her siblings. And then from your dad's side, my dad has a few siblings as well. And then you can list their kids as well. And then the deceased again. And then from him, you might want to keep it somewhat symmetrical down the middle so you don't get confused. And then a common thing to do is like a lot of them look like almost football posts. Then you do his parents, so his dad and his mom, and then off of them you can do their siblings, and then you just keep branching up with parents and then siblings. You can do this manually like this and talking to your past relatives and grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles, and they can usually help you fill in this. But Ancestry.com is also another place that you can do this as well. A lot of unknown things, like I have mine in front of me, and we have it traced back to five generations. But if you're unknown, Ancestry.com is a database that holds a lot of information for people around the world, like census and other things like that, and it will help you identify different people that you might not know of. And then something interesting that it will also tell you off of Ancestry.com, my grandma on my mom's side, her grandma's brother died of a poisoning in World War II, and so it has information like that. And then my grandpa on my dad's So those are just some interesting things you can find out on the internet. But I think this is really beneficial for everyone to know. It's really interesting, and then it's a good